Okay, now that you've seen how to create a pull request, let's take a look at what happens when someone else makes changes that conflict with your pull request. Sarah has said that my pull request looks good, but she has also made a pull request. I can see it here in the list of pull requests. It looks like she increased the amount of oil to put in the cake so that it would be more moist. Since our changes affect the same line, Git will mark them as a merge conflict, so one of us will have to resolve the conflict. I'll go back to this screen and merge Sarah's changes first, and then I'll need to resolve the merge conflict. Yes, confirm. And since Sarah only created the more oil branch in order to make this pull request into master, it's safe to delete the branch now. Now when I go back to my pull request, I see that it can't be automatically merged anymore. This is because performing a merge between the master branch and my branch would now cause merge conflicts. Rather than having you resolve the merge conflicts in the browser, GitHub requires you to merge the changes on your own computer and then update the pull request with the merged version. Let's go to Sarah to talk about how you would do that.
Here's what the recipes repository looked like on GitHub before Caroline merged in my change. Notice that I've left some of the earlier changes out this time because I'm a little bit pressed for space. Here's the branch that I created to add more oil to the recipe. And here's Caroline's branch with the different kind of oil, with the misspelling. And master at this point is still unchanged. And here's what the local version looks like. My changes aren't there because she hasn't pulled since the last time she pushed. What do you think happened in this diagram when Caroline clicked the button to merge my branch into master? You might be remembering when we talked about fast-forward merges, and how since master is an ancestor of more oil, master might just get updated to point to the tip of the more oil branch. That would be a great guess. That's actually what I would have expected. But it turns out that even when you could have had a fast-forward merge, merging with the button on GitHub will always make a commit anyway, even if no extra information is given by making that merge commit. After clicking the button to make this merge commit, Caroline also deleted this branch. GitHub makes this very easy to do after a merge, and it's pretty common to want to actually get rid of this branch because usually it's named for the specific purpose that that branch was serving, and once you merge it in, it's pretty much at the end of its life. So we'll go ahead and remove it from the diagram as well. So this is what GitHub looks like at this point. Now Caroline wants to update her pull request to include my changes. If merging these two branches wouldn't cause a conflict, I could actually just pull in her request now. But since we changed the same lines, she's going to have to pull these changes over into her local version. So she'll need to pull master. This will update her local version with all the commits on master that aren't already on her version. So this one and this one. And it'll also update origin master. There wasn't an obvious place to put this since there's so many things attached to this commit, and I'm a little low on space. So here's an arrow to show you that this is attached to this commit. Remember, Caroline's eventual goal is to get her change into the master branch up on the GitHub repo. So you might be tempted to think that she should just merge her branch into master and push it up. This is basically what happened the last time we had a merge conflict. But remember, this time we're using pull requests to communicate our changes to one another. So if Caroline just merged her branch into master and pushed it up, I wouldn't have a chance to check out her updates and make sure that her changes still looked good before she updated master. In this collaborative environment, it's often only acceptable to make changes to master through pull requests, since otherwise things can change out from under you without notification. So Caroline will need to make the fix to her branch, fix the typo for canola, and then merge in master into her different oil branch, and then push her branch up to GitHub, which will update the pull request so that I can look at that before merging it back into master.